Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on Married at First Sight, Season 10, y'all, Episode 1, First Comes Marriage. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Okay, y'all, this is season 10, Monumental, and they appeared to have monumental couples. Okay, so I had to put on my girly hat for this one. Okay. And happy new year to everybody. Hope that you all have taken the opportunity to go to the community tab so that you can see the schedule of shows that I will be reviewing, what days, what times, when they'll be uploaded, all that kind of stuff. So, and again, everything is subject to change. So let's get into this review of Married at First Sight season 10, episode 1. This year, Married at First Sight went to Washington, D.C., which is my hometown. I'm a native Washingtonian. And they did their experiment again. They put out the petition. People filled out all the paperwork, and they came to Washington, D.C. to try to find the love of their life, or at least who they think will be the love of their life, and marry somebody for the very first time, having not seen them, smelled them. They don't know anything about them, nothing. And so, usually, for all of you all that don't know, usually on the first episode, we see them go and have a conversation with their family. They've just found out that they have been selected, and that is what we saw this week. So I'm going to go through each one of the couples, and we're going to read a little bit about the couples. I'm going to share their pictures on the screen for all of you all who have not had an opportunity to look at it yet. And we're going to go through this together. Now, what I can say is that as far as I am concerned, I did not like not one of the couples, really. Like, I didn't like any of the couples. I mean, there is one possibility, but the rest of the couples, like, I just won't feel in them at all. And so I really do believe that this season we are going to be on one of the bumpiest rides that we have ever been on. Okay. So I'm going to put my glasses on so that I can screen share. Um, and I'm going to share with you all these couples. Okay, so we're going to go through the couples. Okay, so let's do that now. So I am currently on www.heavy.com. It's an entertainment website. It says Married at First Sight, season 10 couples and cast spoilers. So hopefully we won't get any star. Here are the couples that we're going to be discussing tonight. This guy right here, my daughter believes that he had habit going on. This particular gentleman right here is, just too young, just too much of a frat boy. And this guy right here just too into himself. Gonna go. Married at First Sight season 10 premieres Wednesday, which was yesterday, January 1. And it features 5 new couples: Katie and Derek, Jessica and Austin, Taylor and Brandon, Mindy and Zach, and Mika and Michael. Previous seasons have only featured 3 or 4 couples, so fans have an extra love story to look forward to this year. New episodes will air every Wednesday, and my reviews will follow directly after that on Thursday nights, okay? And they said that this is the milestone 10th year, and they held it in Washington, D.C. Okay. So it says here what you need to know about the new couples this season. One is some spoilers ahead. If you don't want to know about the cast of season 10, then stop reading. Okay, so the first couple that we're going to be talking about is Kate. Okay, so he looks like just such a. Let me bring this down some so that you all will be able to see him. Okay, see the both of them on the screen together. Mega. So this is Katie and Derek right here. Okay, just an innocent little couple. This girl, Katie, like I cannot stand Katie at all. And we'll go into why I don't like her. Derek Sherman is a 26-year-old cybersecurity engineer who was raised in a tight knit military family in Maryland. Although his parents divorced when he was young, he still believes in the institution of marriage and hopes his time on Mace will help him find the one. Katie Conrad is 25, also has divorced parents, and joined the experimental dating series to help her find a soulmate after years of struggling to do so on her own. Conrad is a mental health professional from Virginia. She has high hopes for her future on the show. Okay, okay, so let's get into it. So when I met Katie and Conrad, we met Conrad. He was, basically looks like he is one of those young boys that still lives at home with his parents. His mother lives in another country shortly after she divorced the father. And so, he's basically been living with his dad. He still has a very close knit relationship with his mom, although she lives in another state. And, he seems like one of those type of guys. They had on the bottom of the screen these different things that were supposed to describe them. And so at the bottom of the screen, he has never been in love. And I'm just saying, okay, why would they pick a gentleman who has never been in love to do an experiment like this? But okay. So Mr. Never Been in Love is now dating somebody who says that she's Miss Right. No, the hell she isn't. So Conrad, basically brings his family to the table and he tells them that he, he had applied to do the Married at First Sight show and that he had been selected and that now he is going to be, marrying somebody at first sight in 2 weeks, in less than 2 weeks. And so, although his family is shocked about it, his dad told him, I don't agree with you. I don't think that this is something you should do, but I am going to support you 100%. So he has the support of his family and friends. Now, on the other end, we got this Katie. Okay. Now, Katie is her story is a little bit more complicated. Her parents are divorced and everything, and she has made a decision that this is something that she wants to do. She has her family support, but at the same time, this I'm gonna try not to call him out their name. Y'all swear I'm gonna try not to call these mofos out their name. This girl is actually dating someone else. Okay, so here's her complication. She indicated that she was in a relationship with this gentleman. And the gentleman did not, had already told her that he did not want to pursue marriage. He wasn't ready for that, yada, yada, yada. So in the meantime and in between time, on the rebound type thing, she decides to sign up for the show. Well, she said enough in order to convince all of the counselors, okay, if you will, to pick her. Now, after she gets selected for the show, she calls her ex-boyfriend, okay, the one that she keeps calling ex, who is currently her boyfriend. She's told him about, being selected. So now all of a sudden, he wants to be in a relationship with her, okay? So she finds herself already cheating. Okay, she's already cheating. Now, she may not call it cheating, but I call it cheating because once you are engaged to somebody else, you cut everybody else off. She has not cut this boyfriend off whatsoever. Now she's sitting up there telling everybody that she's going to be getting married at first sight in 2 weeks, but yet and still, she still has this baggage. So she's coming into the relationship with a whole bunch of damn baggage, which is not fair to this guy who has never been, Conrad, who has never been and loved before. Okay. Now they both are very young. Katie's skin looks like a piece of leather, boo, being stretched out for a handbag. I mean, this girl has not taken care of her skin. She doesn't look very well. She doesn't articulate well. She says she works in the health industry, but I just don't see any redeeming qualities about this girl because she is already starting the relationship off on the wrong damn foot. Really. Now, of course, we know that the producers are fully aware that she is having cold feet, but this is more than cold feet because she's going out. We see her go out and have, um, go and look at a wedding dress and all that kind of stuff. But the only thing that keeps ringing very loudly is that she is still in a relationship with another man. And so even when she finds the wedding dress, okay, her mom, when they were going through and looking at the wedding dresses, her mom told her, she said, "Are you going to get an off-white dress?" And she said, "Mom, what are you trying to say?" Your mom was trying to say the right thing. She said, "So what are you trying to say? I'm not pure?" And the mom was like, "No, you just said that you was going to get an off-white dress. Bitch, at this point, you need to have I said I wasn't going to call them out their name. Forgive me, y'all. At this point, you need to have a black dress on, or maybe a red one, like this top that I have on, because you are just a train wreck just waiting to happen. And this relationship is already starting off, okay, in the negative, because he is totally committed, sold out, and wanting to do this, wanting to find love. He said that, he wants what he sees everybody else with, and he believes that he's just really ready to settle down. And I'm saying, frat boy, go ahead on back to school with your master's degree. Do what you got to do because you're just a little bit too young for this. So I don't see this relationship lasting at all because she's saying that she wants to stay. That the dilemma that she is trying to she's trying to resolve. I can't make an excuse for her. This girl straight up says, "I don't know whether or not I want to be with my old boyfriend who wasn't ready when I was ready, but he is ready now, or if I want to be with this new husband, okay, this new man who I don't know, and I don't know if I'm going to be compatible with him." My whole thing is don't drag anybody else into your trash. Like, if I were a cameraman or a producer on the show, I would have cut her because there is another woman who could have taken this opportunity to be connected to him. I am sure that although she may have been the best qualified on paper, I'm sure that there is another woman who could have been equally qualified. Now I'm not feeling every year. I feel like these producers put some couples together for the controversy. I may be totally wrong, but every year you can't get this wrong. So I don't know whether or not they ask her to stay on the show. I don't, you don't ever know the behind the scenes that goes on. But I really do believe that this couple is here for the controversy. But the thing about it, if Conrad has not brought into this, then they should not bring him into this and make him, deal with a woman who just got a whole bunch of damn drama. Even when she was getting her hair done for the wedding, uh, um, she kept saying, "I just don't feel right about this. I should be happy." She told her girlfriends the morning of the wedding that she had a nightmare that she married him and she didn't like him. She is not given this the opportunity, and she's not open-minded about this relationship at all. She is still hung up on her old boyfriend. And how many of you all know that, as soon as you find somebody that you swinging with, okay, hey, I like this guy, and I'm going to pursue this, or I like this girl, and I'm going to pursue this relationship. All of a sudden, all your little past booze want to come out and talk about their undying love for you. Bitch, if you don't get the hell up out my face with that bull crap. So I'm just not really feeling this girl, and I really do believe that they are here just for the controversy of it all. He is so wide open and so gullible and so ready to be in this relationship with her. And it's just unfortunate that the producers have not even warned this guy and told him, boo, you could possibly be in danger. So let's move on to the next couple. Let's just move on to the next. So disappointed with this. I don't. Okay. The next couple that we have is Jessica and Austin. Look at them, y'all. They are so cute. Okay. So cute. Put my glasses on. So this is Jessica and Austin. So me and my daughter hated this dress. And he just looks like a little boy. Okay, so let's break it down. So Stutter is a 31-year-old from Ohio who was raised on a Christmas tree farm and has an identical twin sister. Austin Hurd, also 31, grew up in Maryland with his loving parents. Stutter, Stutter learned the value of a strong marriage from his parents who have been together for 35 years. And Hurd is hoping to find a special connection with the woman who can spend the rest of his life. He can spend the rest of his life with. Both reality stars have been ready for marriage for some time and are excited to see what the future holds. Okay, so they say you can read more about them, but I don't want to read more about it because my job is to just tell you about what's going on with Jessica and Austin. Okay, so we meet Jessica. Jessica has a twin sister that Jessica has a twin sister. She's decided that she's going to do this experiment. Her sister was recently married and has a baby. Okay, she has another sibling, but she's really close with her sister, her twin sister. So she decides that she's going to tell her twin sister with the husband there. The husband got the biggest Swazula nose that I've ever seen in my whole cotton freaking life. Okay. So anyway, what happened was that when she sat down at the table to tell her family that this was something that she was going to do, the husband said that I think that this is the worst decision that you've ever made. And she's like, well, no. He said, we both are not for this. She said, well, no, because my sister's the one that signed me up for this bull. She said, well, I signed you up, but I never thought that you was going to get picked. Well, bitch, I mean, she's excited about love. She's excited about love. And so is Steven. But I'm telling you, they too young. They are too young for this. I do not know why people do not think that, or why they think that this biological clock, or all my friends are married and have kids and I have to have this, makes you qualify for marriage. It just doesn't. It doesn't qualify you for marriage. She has supportive friends. She goes and looks for a dress. He has supportive friends. His mama is his life. That's his life. That's all that boy talked about was his mama. Like it was clip after clip after clip after clip of him talking about his mama. He is looking for someone that he can bring home to mama, who is never going to replace mama, okay, because he's such a mama's boy. But there's somebody that he can bring home and she's satisfactory to mama and can have the baby because his brother has a baby. So now he wants a baby and a wife. He wants the white picket fence that he sees his brother. I'm like, this is a like like why am I not on this committee? Why am I not on this board of trustees? Why am I not one of these counselors? I would have never picked him. Now I may have picked her, but I would not have picked him. But if any of the couples stay together, it probably will be the two of them. But bitch, he's so not ready for this. Like this girl is out of his league. He's just too young. And he wants mama to be happy. Mama wasn't feeling this. She's going along with it because this is what her son wants, but she's really not feeling this. And I'm like, bitch, you are in danger. Y'all in danger. If I come out here week after week and I just be cussing like running water, please excuse me in advance. Like I'm serious. I'm putting that disclaimer out here right now. Because I think that this season is going to be topsy turvy because I don't believe that they made a very good decision on who they selected this year. Again. Again. Like, let's just move on to the next damn couple. Y'all gonna have to pray for y'all auntie because I'm telling you right now, I ain't feeling none of these couples. But let's go on. Let's go to the next couple, y'all. Let's go together. Bless their hearts. Taylor and Brandon. This is Taylor and Brandon, y'all. They cute as buttons. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if he playing with glitter at night. And ain't nothing wrong with playing with glitter. It's just something wrong with playing with glitter when you getting married to somebody. But look at him, y'all. And look at her. Brandon Reed is a 34-year-old sales manager who was raised in Washington, D.C. and has roots in the U.S. Virgin Islands. His family is his world, and he hopes to find a partner who shares the same values he does regarding family and marriage. Reed was matched with Taylor and Brandon. He was matched with Taylor Dunklin, a 27-year-old, sorry, y'all, I don't have my glasses on, a 27-year-old research scientist from Pittsburgh who was raised by her mother. She never knew her father and credits her mother for raising her to be a strong, independent woman. She recently ended a long-term relationship and is hoping to find love once again with the help of the Mace experts. Now we got these two individuals who both ain't never had no daddy in their life. He sits there and says that he was raised by his mama, okay? Mama, auntie, grandma. He said his mother and his father divorced at 10, and he ain't never known his daddy after that. He wants a woman that he can spoil and he can treat. He wants a woman that he can spoil, but he wants to make sure that his grandmother and his mother approve of it. He's an independent man. He lives on his own, but it's something ain't right. So he sits at the table and he tells his mother and everybody, and the grandma mouth fall down to the floor. And you could tell that, grandma got that true religion in her, that religion and that tradition in her. And grandma ain't feeling it at all. But mama said, look, he a grown man. We're going to get behind him and support him. She said, now I know that we got to have faith, but this kind of faith, this ain't going to work for me. Grandma is not pleased at all with his decision to do this. In the meantime and in between time, we see her with her family, and they are 100% supportive. Her mother looked like she's a day over 25 years old. Do you hear me? Now, this young lady has a Taylor has a very spunky, loving life type of personality. But he doesn't. He seems like he is one of those people who is a people pleaser and always wants to satisfy everybody, and do the right thing, or do the thing that is socially acceptable for him to do, without a care or without really knowing that this is something that's going to work out for him. He just seems like he's one of those type of people to me. His friends, are supporting him, but not really supporting him. They behind him, but they trying to ask him all the right questions to say, I mean, dude, are you ready for this? When he sits down with the homeboys, because they had a bachelor party and a bachelorette party for all of them, and he sits down with the homeboys and he says, when I get married to her, I'm not going to force her to, be intimate with me. If she wants to sit down and look at Lifetime movies and eat popcorn, then that's what we want to do. If she wants to cuddle, that's what we're going to do. Boo, I'm trying to tell you, that's fantasy. See, at the end of the day, you a man and you got the needs and the desires of a man. She has already said to the girls, when they all met each other at the bachelorette party, that she has no intention of having a one night stand with him. The other young lady, Mindy, told her, well, bitch, he's your husband. She said, I'm not doing it. So he already has, even though she's spontaneous and loves life and is full of life, she is she is not down with this. And so it's going to be very challenging to see the two of their lives come together, because she has such a good relationship with her family. And I think that she's just authentically who she is. And he has a relationship with all these women, but he doesn't have like a male force that's driving him to help him make male decisions. And you can tell that he doesn't even really respect that, because when his homeboys are trying to talk to him, he don't want to hear the bull crap. So I'm just like, this just not going to I don't see this couple working out. I see this couple in complete and total turmoil. Like I do. And I don't know why they would bring two people who just didn't have daddies in their lives. Cause it's different. Um, like you grow up differently when you have friends who don't have daddies. And I grew up with a daddy and a mommy in my house. And I have had multiple conversations with friends over the years that and we have talked about the difference in our households. And some people may think that it doesn't affect you, but it affects you. Even, a lot of the decisions and that we make in our lives are based on what we learned and what we experienced in our childhood. So I don't know why they would bring the two of them together like this. Maybe they think, they need to have something in common. But damn it, let it be on another level. I'm just saying, I don't see this couple working at all. And again, I really do believe that they made all the wrong decisions. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next couple, y'all, because it's a bunch of them this time. So the next couple we have is Mindy and Zach. Poor Mindy. Poor Mindy. Like this, you could just tell. You can look at this picture right here and tell that this mofo right here is going to be extremely into himself. Mindy ass is full of life. She got big teeth, but she's full of life. And I don't know who the hell, like I would have to see these applications because who the hell thought this was okay? So a little bit on them. Mindy Seibin, a 34-year-old figure skating coach from Maryland, still believes in true love despite her parents' divorce. She was matched with Zach Justice, okay, a 32-year-old fitness professional in Georgia. Justice believes that family is everything, and like Seibin, his parents are also divorced. After the shocking death of his younger sister and years spent dating the wrong men, after the death of her younger sister and years spent dating the wrong men, she decided to focus on finding love, the love of her life. And Justice is equally as hopeful about their marriage and his future wife. Zach and Mindy, y'all. So let's just go ahead on and get into Zach. Zach is a hot ass mess off the break. This mofo is a fitness professional. He started his own business. He's into his body. He is absolutely into his hair. His hair is always perfect, fried, dyed, bitch, and laid to the side, gelled up, looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, he's totally into himself. He sits down with his friends after he tells them that he has made a decision and that he got chosen by the panel, okay, to be matched, and he's getting married in 2 weeks. As soon as his friends have opposing views about this, now all of a sudden he's saying this is too much. This is stressful. It's a great deal of stress. They like, bitch. The girl said, why would you, of all people, now this was one of his homegirls, why would you, of all people, decide that you want to get married? Why would you jump from Tinder, swiping left, bitch, and swiping right? Why would you decide to get married? That was like ding, 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 ding. Signals, bells, foghorns, all kinds of stuff was going off for this mofo right here. Like he ain't right. Like he's not right. This mofo right here doesn't have a committed bone in his cotton freaking body. And they hook him up with Mindy, the do right girl, the girl that everything is perfect, the ice skater, the gymnast. They hook him up with her? The fuck for? For what? To break her heart? To tear her down? Like what other than them being athletic, what do the two of these people have in common? This girl is bubbly, full of life, but yes, she's classy and elegant. And this man look like he has slept with every woman on the block, boo, at least 20 times. And I'm not saying he has, I said he looked like he has. So why would they put the two of them together? His friends was talking and he was backpedaling and pussy popping. Do you hear what I'm saying? He was backing up off this thing like, yeah, I ain't think about that. I'm indecisive now. Oh, I don't know if I made the right decision. Oh my God, but I'm gonna go through with it. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go. Then he goes and sits there with the dudes at the bachelor's party, sitting up there looking like something off of Jersey Shore. And then he tells them that he's never had a one night stand. The dudes just skipped all over top of it because they knew that his ass was lying. Okay, you look like a walking one night stand, and he gonna sit there. He's gonna sit there and say, "This ain't the type of man I am." What is wrong with the? Her mama and her daddy said they not even supporting it. They not coming to the wedding. They not supporting her. She lost her sister. She went to her other sister who has a very cute little baby. Her sister's like, I got you. I'm going to support you. I'm going to be behind you 100%. She is the love and the care and the concerns of her friends, but she does not have her family support in any of this. And she's going to need all the support that she can get because I'm going to tell you right now, that daggone Zach ain't never going to do right by this girl. I see them fighting over the mirror and some more stuff. I don't see it lasting. Let's just move on to the next couple because I'm going to tell you right now, even Zach's friends are now at the hush hush with him. I think that they wanted to get people this year on there who had traumatic family issues. Yeah, I guess that's what the theme is. And they just didn't tell us. Let's just go on to this last couple, Michael and Mika. I'm so disappointed every year, but this year they gonna come in my hometown with this foolishness. God bless her. Y'all, we gonna be praying for her. This is Mika and Micah. Mika, bitch, what the hell is going on with them edges? Hold on. Let me blow this up because I know Mika's edges ain't looking like this. Mika, girl. Mika. Girl, them edges. Auntie, get off the girl's edges. You ain't here to talk about edges. So this is Mika and Michael. Michael was raised by his aunt because his mother passed away when he was young. Mika, let me just read. So 25-year-old Mika Jones grew up in Baltimore and is the oldest of five children, whom her mother raised as a single parent. Her husband to be Michael Watson was raised in Washington, D.C. by his aunt, who adopted him following the death of his mother. His aunt taught him the value of strong family relationships, and he hopes to find a woman who shares those same values. Jones and Watson joined mates with the hopes of finding a series of unsuccessful relationships, and both are hopeful about their future together. Okay, so Mika and Michael are not compatible. Michael, his little name, the little thing that they had up underneath him, is first in the family to be married. He comes from a household and from a family lineage where nobody has been married. When he gets married to Mika, he will be the first one in his family to be married. Now that ain't to say that that disqualifies him, but what disqualifies him in my eyesight is his attitude about marriage. See, he said that he doesn't want to, flip through Tinder and all of that kind of stuff anymore because he was keeping his, keeping his ass out there on Tinder. But you got to bring more to the table, boo, than just some daggone hopes and some dreams. He said that he grew up dyslexic. He found out that he was dyslexic. And after he found out that he was dyslexic and dealt with that and overcame that, he decided that he would be a school teacher, an educator to help other children who suffer from dyslexia. Got a good, he good. But his homeboys are talking to him, his sister's talking to him. And she basically was trying to tell him, I want you to be honest in this relationship. Ding, 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 ding. Why would your sister say, I want you to be honest in this relationship unless you have been dishonest in all of your other relationships? That's a red flag. But of course, Mika didn't hear this conversation. But this mofo must have a lying problem. Like, what is he lying about? How he feels about people, how he interacts. His friends are trying to talk to him. He one of them same mofos that think he know. I'm ready. I'm ready for love. I'm ready. You ain't ready for. Come on, damn it! And then Mika's family and everybody was supportive of Mika and all this kind of stuff. Mika has been, basically, helping her mom to raise her siblings. Here we go. She said when she went to college, she realized, when she got out there on her own, how she treasured the relationship of being, helping her mom be a caretaker. And she's closer to her, three younger siblings. And I'm just sitting up there saying, no, you need to venture out and live life, Bookie. Live more life before you get wrong match. Mika is ambitious. That is what they had under her, Miss Ambition. But I don't know if he has the same, if he's going to be able to match her at that. And I'm not saying that he has to be extremely ambitious. I'm saying that he has to be the type of man that's going to be able to get up underneath her vision while she gets up underneath his and they partner together. And I don't see it happening because I see him being a dishonest person just from the core of his heart. His sister began to cry and tell him how happy she was and how she was going to get behind this. And just with the sister, shedding tears in the room in front of everybody, he never got up to even hug the sister. And one thing about a woman who is ambitious, we don't need, a whole lot of money. We don't need material things, but we damn sure need the support of a good man who just get behind me, help me. Don't hinder me, get behind. He didn't even get up to go over to his sister and hug her and say, sis, it's okay. Thank you for the beautiful words. She had to go to his fat ass. And then, he got his friend. What are they thinking? I can't even remember what the judges said was that thing that they thought would bring the two of them, or what the bridge was that would bring this relationship together. But whatever it was, I guess I blacked out, bitch. I think I blacked out because I am not liking any of these couples. Y'all, this is the introduction to Married at First Sight, season 10, episode 1. First comes marriage. Damn it, really meet the cast. Y'all are not going to want to miss one of my reviews with these couples like that, because if they are anything like I think they are, we're going to be rocking and rolling up on this mofo. Yeah, I'm afraid we are. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you all so much. Thank you for my moderators who kept the room safe today in the chat, clear so everybody could enjoy themselves. And we will see each other again next Thursday. Again, don't forget to go to the community tab so that you can look at the schedule of shows that I will be doing. I will be back shortly and we will be talking about the 1,000 pound sisters, Amy and Tammy. Love you all so much. Mwah.